So last month, my roommate Brian and I reached what I like to call the great fridge tension of 2024. It started innocently enough. One morning, I noticed that every item in the fridge had a little sticky note on it. Brian's yogurt, do not touch. Brian's cheese, not for sharing. Even the celery sticks weren't safe. I thought it was a bit much, but shrugged it off until I saw he'd labeled my orange juice, Brian's, yes, even this. Things were getting passive-aggressive, and I decided it was time to put my own spin on the situation. That night, while Brian was at his improv class, I went on a labeling spree of my own. But instead of food, I started with his laundry. I stuck bright yellow post-its on his socks and wrote everything bagels, do not toast. His shirts? Artisanal rye, gluten-free. I even labeled his boxer cinnamon swirl, handle with care. I figured he'd get a laugh and realize things had gone too far, but when he stormed into the living room the next morning holding a sock and a toaster, it was clear my plan had backfired. Apparently, Brian had tried to make breakfast in a rush, saw everything bagels in the laundry basket, and, half asleep, had actually tried to toast one of his socks. The toaster, having none of it, promptly short-circuited and started making a noise that can only be described as a small appliance having an existential crisis. This led to a heated argument between Brian, who insisted the sock was mislabeled, and me, who insisted he read labels more carefully, while the toaster hummed ominously in the background. Our landlord eventually came up to investigate the electrical issue, took one look at the sock still wedged in the toaster, and just shook his head. Now, whenever he sees us in the hallway, he greets us with, "How are my favorite gluten-free tenants doing?" So if anyone ever asks why we're banned from using small kitchen appliances, just tell them it's because we couldn't handle the bread cycle.